Today on Suncoast View, Moat Marine wants more than just land from Sarasota County. Now they're asking for money for their new aquarium. We'll discuss.
I am in the midst of a master bath renovation and I desperately need design ideas. Luckily, Tile Outlets is here to help make a masculine makeover in the bathroom.
And what dad doesn't want to be a rock star? We got a Father's Day music lesson from the Music Compound. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Kelly Jaco from Jaco's Boxing.
Hey guys,
Great to have you with us.
Good to be back. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. I feel the same way.
Welcome back to both of you.
Say welcome back to you. I think
We're all in it. So, vacation season's so fun because, people come and people go. And, I heard like 3 welcome backs in the office today. Lots of people doing all sorts of different things. But it's nice to be back in a routine.
Yes. Well, we missed you.
Well, thank you.
And we missed you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's start with Kelly because she has some fun family stories, I am sure.
It was a great vacation. We went to Turks and Caicos. We went down there with our kids, and we're at the Conch Shack there. That place was awesome. So the island was really hurt a lot by Irma, and it was incredible to see how they rebuilt the resorts down there. We went to a beaches. We were there for a week. It's the first time we've left our gym in 10 years for a week.
Wow.
So both gyms.
How much did you check in? How unplugged were you?
I checked in like twice, mostly with clients. Our people are incredible. Our partners and our trainers and we had the best time. We parasailed.
All four of you?
All 4 of us.
That's amazing.
It felt a little bit like child abuse, putting my daughter on there
because
scream? She was screaming, but she had wanted to do it for like a month leading up to the trip. So we're on the boat, and then she sees the first 2 girls go up, and she was like,
"I'm not doing that." Yeah.
And then I feel like she's afraid of everything, so I gently pushed her, but I did feel like these people don't know me, and they're definitely think I'm the worst.
Now, once she got up,
we lifted off the boat, and she was like, I think she thought it was like fast and
scary.
But it's so calm.
I've never done it.
It's fun. It's fun.
Well, and you did it in one of the most amazing places ever. You said the views of the shallow water there, which I was not aware of.
You can go out like a mile from your beach. From the beach down there, and it is a solid 15 feet of water the whole way, and you see sea turtles and octopus and all these it's the 3rd largest barrier reef in the world. Wow. So the diving down there is incredible, and my son loves the water, but all of a sudden now he's diving like 10 feet down and snorkeling, and it was really a great trip.
How old are your kids?
Katie just turned 5 on Sunday, and Josh is 6.
So that's a young child family trip, which is hard to figure out. It sounds like a great choice.
Those things, when you have those like thrill-seeking things on a vacation, I'm not a parent, obviously, but I always would be nervous, like, is that the thing, pushing your daughter to do it?
Right.
Is that the thing that's gonna my child's gonna be in therapy for years, or my child's gonna look back and go, I'm so glad
I thought about that. I'm like, before we lifted off, I'm like, I'm either wrecking her for life, or this is a good thing, and it ended up being a good thing. I think intuition plays a role there. I'm not sure.
And when she's a teenager, she's going to tell you wrecked her anyway, so don't worry about it.
Exactly, that's what I figure.
When she's 40, she's going to say, that was the greatest thing in my life. It gave me confidence to do anything.
You can do anything.
I love that we're at all stages of the motherhood game here, so Linda's proof that we will survive. All right, Kelly, we're glad you're back. Let's see who's in the kitchen today. We welcome a new face from a Suncoast favorite, though, Alex from Oak and Stone. Welcome, Alex. What are we making today?
Hi, thanks so much for having us here today. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make one of our #1 sellers. It is our Griddle Burger. It's been on our menu since we opened 2 years ago. Ooh. It's definitely top on our selling charts, so I'm excited to show you guys how to make it.
All right, so hopefully we can do a little replicating at home as well for when we can't get out to Oak and Stone. Great to have you with us. Something very exciting happened this week, and I'm pretty sure it is a once-a-year event, and it happened at Selby Gardens. The Queen of the Night arrived. So, Linda, you I'm sure know more about this than I do, but this is
the smell.
This isn't one that smells, I don't think. This is the night cactus, not the stinky plant. You're thinking of the stinky plant. So 2 things only happen once a year. Linda is correct. Once a year that plant stinks. Yes, this one's much better. It comes out at night, and only at night, and I believe only once. But what Selby did, and they weren't totally positive positive it was going to happen Tuesday evening, but it did. They opened up the gardens. They invited everyone to, you know, have a cocktail, and then you kind of had to wait to see what would happen. It was very exciting.
And nothing might happen.
And nothing could have happened, in which case they would have done it again tonight, and everybody would have come back. Because apparently it's based around the moon cycle, and they kind of know exactly when it's going to come.
It's amazing.
Once
they know
a year?
That.
One night a year?
I'm going to double check that, but I'm 99.9% sure.
Like they can pinpoint that it's going to be, you know, Tuesday night.
Well,
Yeah,
they write
that's
it down
incredible.
every year.
And it must have to do with which night, a little bit too, with how the plant works, because I have a friend in Tampa who has one in his yard. He posted on Facebook 2 days ago that his opened. And I did kind of think, gosh, I thought Selby had one of those, so ours was a little later. Don't know the reasoning there. We'll have to ask our friends at Selby. But just the concept that something happens once a year and you can have a big party to celebrate, and it's a plant.
And that humans can't change it.
Exactly.
It's a wonder it doesn't bloom like once a month now, because a lot of people will pay to see it.
Sure.
But no,
right.
we're
point.
still with nature.
Yes.
See, we can't make everything commercialized, no matter how hard we try. So thanks to Selby for having cool things like that we can learn about. It is time for our first hot topic. Moat Marine Laboratory is planning to build a new aquarium in Nathan Benderson Park, and it's asking the county to pitch in. So Moat has formally requested a long-term lease for 9 acres of county-owned land in Benderson Park, and $20 million toward the $130 million new aquarium. You're seeing the renderings here.
I love that. Wow.
Board members say that they're generally in favor of bringing this aquarium to Benderson. However, they are unsure if the finances are feasible for the county to pitch in. So an economic impact study will now be examined. Moat's done the study. The county's going to kind of vet it to see how much positive impact this would have for the county. Do you think the county should pitch in that much money?
My first thought was no, but now I look at that and I think, how many people is that going to bring to our shores?
And I'm sure that's what they're asking.
Sure.
Yes.
I think they're smart to wait and see, you know, and you know, vet to make sure that before they write that check,
To make
that
sure the numbers
they
are
are going
right.
to get a return on it. Because let's be honest, if they did the opposite, if they just were like, oh, here you go, and then it didn't go well, we would all be angry. Why did they waste all that money when it could have gone to other things? So there's something to be said, I think, for checking to see if you'll get a return on your investment.
Yes, and you know, it's so upscale, and we would like that to continue for our community. So it's very cultural. You learn a lot. It's very educational. So I think it's a great thing for here. But I don't want to pay too much out of my pocket for it.
But think of the visibility. Because I'm with Linda. My first, I don't know, gut reaction when I thought that was, you know what? No, if you want to do something big and fancy, you do that on your bill.
Because you're going to get the money from it.
Absolutely. But if that is right on I-75 and everybody coming to Naples decides to stop and visit Moat, or everybody heading north to visit family from Miami decides to stop and visit the new Moat, that will benefit the county. So if Moat has put together a good enough impact study, I think they can sell the county.
And you know what? We've got so many condos going up. We've got so many condos.
It will be so much more accessible than City Island.
I love City Island, but it's hard to get to.
It's
It is,
real
and it's
hard to
getting
get
harder
to.
and harder. And I worry that all these people moving here are not going to have anything to do. What are you going to do? Sit in your condo every night? Now you can go to Moat.
Well,
that looks lovely.
A lot of critics I know were saying, well, why couldn't it have stayed on the bayfront, even if it went, you know, even if it had to leave City Island, stay on the bayfront.
I remember
that. I've been thinking about it since they first announced this, and we don't need to be driving people still to the beaches or the bayfront. That is already
They're
a draw.
going there
Well,
anyway.
and they tried to do that. They tried to do that near the Van Wezel, and it didn't work with the city. That was the big issue. So
and that has its own plans there. So I think it's good to spread out the attractions. I think if you're worried about traffic, the point is then to spread
it
out
out.
the attractions.
Keep that traffic as far east as
and it's
possible.
so visible. It's so visible.
All right, well, we'll see what happens.
spot.
I think they're doing the right thing. They're being cautious and they're looking into it. So we'll see what they come up with. All right, well, we know that the gender wage gap in the workplace is a concern, especially here in America. Apparently, Linda and I only make 80% of our male counterpart, Joey. That's just according to statistics, of course, but you know, that's what I'm hearing. Well, listen to this. The sports world apparently has the same problem, if not worse, with women and salaries and prize money. So take the women's national soccer team. They generate more revenue than the men, but they're reportedly only paid 1/4 of what the men make. So Forbes just released its annual look at the world's highest paid athletes. For the first time, no women made the top 50. Serena Williams came in at number 51. Now, I will say Serena Williams took a maternity leave, which is probably why she dropped down. But what about the other 49 people there?
So it's really interesting because during the NBA playoffs, I don't know if you guys saw the commercial with the like the top NBA male players. they created a commercial and they were talking about the WNBA, how they, I love so-and-so, I love so-and-so, I watch women, WNBA.
Right.
So it was very clear that they're trying to take the NBA and push the WNBA because nobody is watching
pays
it.
much attention,
And so in some areas, it's hard to generate that revenue in the WNBA. It's hard to generate that revenue. So how can we?
You get what you bring
right?
in. That's what they always
but
say.
in other areas, women are bringing in an enormous amount of revenue.
Women's tennis, LPGA.
Yes. Serena Williams, of course she does.
I mean, I saw Ronda Rousey on there, and when she was at the top of her game, she was the headliner in these UFC shows, bringing in millions and millions of dollars.
Yes.
So,
but still not stacking up.
Still not stacking
from
up
49 other people.
Absolutely. So it's women have come a long way, I think, in sport, but there's
the paycheck's lacking.
Put
your money where your mouth is.
That's a long way to go.
I think it could be the way it's being advertised and promoted.
Yeah.
My husband loved women's basketball.
Yeah.
He was a football coach,
Yeah.
and he watched to get something from that he could use in his business. So we just got to glamorize it, like Serena.
I see. They're definitely trying to push it, and as they should. But I found it interesting. I was watching the commercial about the WNBA, and I was like, okay, this is a good way to go. Steph
so they
Curry
didn't exactly
about,
hide their message.
No, they weren't hiding it. Steph Curry wants to watch WNBA.
And you know what? Hopefully, if he will, so will the rest of them. We want those girls to get paid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is your office making you fat? The first national study looking at what people eat while they're at work found out that on average, a worker takes in an average of 1,200 calories worth of food and drinks per person per week. Okay, that's food workers were not originally planning on eating. Free food is the most common source of what people eat at work. We are so incredibly guilty of this here. But often it's the empty calories because these foods are more treat-oriented. Here's the other thing, and I'm sure Kelly will vouch for this, people don't count that in their daily calorie intake. It was just a few bites, and you weren't really planning on eating it.
So I feel like I'm talking a lot. You guys are not alone at all, and I'm doing this challenge with 71 people all around the country, and the biggest complaint on their part is, man, I'm on this meal plan that you have me eating all this stuff, and I go to work and either it's salespeople that come in and bring a box of donuts, or reps in doctor's office that come in and
or your
bring,
kitchen segment makes fattening food.
So and people around them are also, everyone brings like the leftover birthday cake, or
that's the first place
you bring it to work.
Candy or anything, I'll take it to work. They'll eat it.
Yeah.
Everybody
So the biggest remedy, I think, is just making sure that you have your own stuff prepped. You know,
so that you can
bring
put
it,
something else in your mouth.
You're going to be shamed for it, and then they're going to hop right on board, and they're going to be there right with you, hopefully.
I
That's
laugh
a good
because when I
idea.
started here, and I'm not saying that I'm like a healthy eater, because I just, I'm bad in other ways, but our office vending machine has some granola and like sunflower seeds. So I was getting them every day, and I just kept thinking the guy who filled the snack machine must have been like, what's going on?
Right.
I haven't refilled this lane in years, and now it's a new one every day.
Yeah, the good stuff out of there.
I don't know what it is about us that wants free food.
Yeah.
Yes, you're totally right.
It tastes
It's
better.
We're trying to lose weight, and yet we'll take anything that's
Right,
free.
because you don't want to turn it down. Like, when else am I going to get a chance to try this? And it's free.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, free food doesn't have calories. So
No,
at least
no.
we're not alone in our struggles. I guess
you're
that's
not.
good. All right, well, speaking of questionable eating, you know how most kids love all things gooey and green? I'm not sure if that's true when it comes to food or not, but we're going to give it a try. You know the slime dump from the Nickelodeon show Double Dare? I know you 90s kids know exactly what I'm talking about. Now an edible slime sauce exists so you can slime your food. This is actually just green ketchup. So it's not going to taste all that bizarre, but how cool is that? All right, go out and get it. This is sold exclusively by Walmart. Nostalgic by many adults, and just some good green fun for the kids.
Nice to decorate with.
I could see young kids thinking this is a ball.
Yes.
You might need to pick this up for the grandkids visit.
I will try some.
Will it turn? I'm wondering if it'll
Turns
turn
your
their
mouth
teeth
green.
green
I
or
don't
anything.
know.
Well, it doesn't turn them red.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
But it
it
comes
had
from
to-
a tomato.
Yeah, because that's real dye, I think, in some cases.
I'm thinking Kelly
Great
won't
for
introduce
Halloween.
this
You
at
know how
home.
your brain, though, goes a little weird when you go to taste something that is a different color?
Yeah.
Like, I've had that black water, And
I'm scared of that black
very
water.
strange.
Like
That
alkaline
It doesn't
water.
have a taste, but my brain is going, you're drinking dirt, you know?
My kids are, like most little kids, if I cut it the wrong way, they won't eat it. If I do it, so if I give them green ketchup, they're going to be like,
well, what if you told them that it was special and it was slime and it was cool?
my son might, my daughter would.
I think they're going to play in that slime. I can see it
Yeah,
all
she would.
over.
Yeah. All right, well, it's at Walmart, and who knows how long it'll stick around. Heinz tried this a few years ago, and I don't think it lasted. All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast. When we come back, we're going to learn how to be up to date with tech for Dad's Day.
Good afternoon. Some inland storms developing along the sea breeze front right now, mainly along I-75 and places to the east. The shower activity continues to move off very slowly right now, producing some heavy rainfall near Lakewood Ranch down to Laurel Oak and also into Heritage Harbor, I should say. You can see that rainfall from Tatum northward up to Lakewood Ranch, University Parkway, getting some moderate rain, some lightning happening with that too. They're very isolated right now. We may get some breaking out toward the coast, a little bit of shower activity again near I-75 and Center Road, and then places to the north. Now the overall forecast calling for a few showers to redevelop back later on tonight near the coast as that sea breeze breaks down. But for the most part, we should stay relatively dry across most of the region through the overnight hours. And then we will see, again, a chance for mainly inland storms on Thursday with that activity pushing off toward the east. We'll have much more on the weekend weather forecast and let you know about some minor changes coming up today at 5. See you then.
Whether he's watching the big game or binging his favorite series, we all know that Dad loves his big screen TV. So to help us pamper Dad this Father's Day, we called in our resident tech expert and one of our producers, Matthew Lydell, to explain the latest and greatest in gadgets and TVs. All right, I used to be the tech expert, but now I'm too old because I'm Dad age.
We've passed the torch.
Yes, so thankfully you've got us. So let's start off TVs. Everyone's talking about 4K TVs. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, so 4K, you think about there were standard definition TVs. Now we're sort of in HD TVs if you have one recently.
Okay.
But then there's 4K. And, when you hear the original HD was 1080p in terms of pixel count. So you hear 4K and think, well, is that like 4 times better? It's actually not that. 1080p was referring to the vertical height, while 4K is pretty close to what the horizontal is for these new TVs.
Okay.
So it's a little more like double the actual pixel count size.
So you're talking about the actual size of the TV?
How many pixels there are horizontally. So the light blue that's there is what like DVD quality was. Green is kind of where you probably are. And then red is where these newer TVs are in terms of pixel count.
That's a huge
Does that help
jump.
that stretch problem that we all, like when we look stretched out if on the wrong kind of TVs?
Well, that might be how like your cable box or however the settings are in your TV. Because a lot of, if you're watching something in like standard definition, it's trying to fill the black spaces on the sides.
Okay, but at the end of the day, you want a TV that can accommodate the highest quality, even if the highest quality isn't always coming through?
Yeah, I mean, so it's a lot of, there's like upscaling in certain ways, and the thing is, like, a lot of times you'll notice like the actual how low the quality is if you're watching something on such a nice TV.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, like we kind of had that with HD where you would watch like non-HD stuff and realize, I never realized it looked that
how bad it is.
Yeah.
What about sporting events? Because that's what Dad wants to know.
So
will live sports look amazing on 4K?
It should look really good. So actually, the World Cup, they've been talking about, people are like, how can I watch this on my new TV? And a lot of streaming services, and apparently even like Dish and a lot of other Dish services are allowing for 4K streaming of the World Cup. Okay. So you are going to be able to do those sorts of things. It's still not quite, it's like how it started off with HD, where it wasn't like every single station was available, but like it's kind of building up that way.
So we need a provider to actually send us 4K quality to get the maximum impact.
Definitely,
All right.
Now here's a question. So my dad is totally into new TVs, so it's not a hard sell for him as a gift.
Yeah.
But for maybe the dad who's like, I'm happy with the one I've got, is there really a big difference when you jump up to 4K?
So that's the thing, is the pixel count, like how many pixels, is not the selling point, surprisingly. Like you can tell sort of a difference, but it's roughly double. The thing that really matters is high dynamic range, or HDR. And that's something that you may notice on your phone camera, if you notice in the settings, is HDR is a thing. In terms of photography, what that's doing is it's taking multiple photos of different exposure, so it's trying to get the detail of shadows and highlights, and meshing it together. So you see a lot of stuff like on Instagram, especially these very almost hyper-realistic looking photos, and that's just trying to get this really sharp detail in the shadows and really sharp detail on the in the actual highlights, and like in that photo of looking at the sun. TVs are slightly different in that way. It's actually just a wider range of colors and shadows that it's able to actually show you. So instead of it looks a little artificial when you see it in photography, in TV, it's using the full breadth of color and lighting that's available in movie cameras and TV cameras.
Okay, so that kind of goes to my next question. If I'm gonna watch a movie from on demand, will I get the full complement of benefit from my 4K TV from an on-demand movie?
From an depending on where you actually get it from, yes, because they actually now, the new Apple TVs, they have a 4K Apple TV that actually does stream in 4K. And a lot of services like Netflix and Amazon are streaming in 4K. What's actually really interesting with Apple TV is any movies that you purchased in the past from them in HD are, the moment there's a 4K HDR version, you're automatically upgraded.
That's
to the
awesome.
next thing.
When you bought DVDs, if you wanted to replace it when they came out with Blu-ray, you had to buy. That's good.
But
to
your
know.
DVD is going to look like garbage on this TV.
Yeah.
Don't
just checking.
Sorry,
might as well throw those out.
Thank you. This is very helpful, and these are only some of the things we're going to start to decipher. I think Matt, we got to have you back to explain LED versus OLED.
And smart. We need to talk about why we have to have smart TVs, because I don't get that.
So Dad will want a TV for the rest of the year. So we'll learn more with Matt as our new resident tech expert. Thank you, Matt.
I like that segment. Learn more with Matt.
To ask these questions. That's a good
No, this is great. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk to Stephanie about her vacation to Alaska. We've got pictures, and hopefully we'll get the good stories.
Me, pick me. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, I love technology. Hey, yo, check out my new phone. Look at this right here. For years, the DeSoto Club has needed improvements. Join me and Boys and Girls Club of Manatee County as we raise money to build a brand new facility. It will be bigger and better, just like it was 40 years ago when I attended. Invest in kids. Build great futures.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
To be able to just get my son here and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
All right, we've got a message for Stephanie. It says, I love the show, but I really miss Stephanie. When will she come back? It's signed JP. Okay, I confess, JP is me. We're so glad you're back. We missed you, Steph.
Yes, we did.
But
Yes,
you were
we
on an
did.
amazing trip. Tell us about your family's trip to Alaska.
We did something very cool, and I really appreciate my mom for kind of driving this idea. We took a multi-generational, so my mom, my husband and I, and my 2 children to Alaska to celebrate my daughter graduating from high school, because you know, once they go off, it's hard to get them back. So we went to Alaska, and we did it via cruise. So I wanted to share some pictures, because I know a lot of our viewers either have done Alaska or want to. We flew into Anchorage. We drove from Anchorage to Skagway to get on a ship, and you immediately start seeing mountains and crystal clear blue waters, and the temperature was in the 60s. I mean, just a very different experience. We did this through the Celebrity Millennium. There are numerous cruise ships and lines that work through Alaska, but they're all smaller ships, so you can get to this, the glaciers. This is Hubbard Glacier. We literally sailed within feet of the glacier. When a glacier breaks apart, as you see that piece of ice in the front of that photo, it's called calving. And while our ship was there, the very talented captain steers it 360 several times right up against the glacier. You hear it calve. It sounds like a massive clap of thunder, and you wait, and it was, okay, we hear it, where is it? And then all of a sudden a big chunk falls off. I'm not going to get into global warming, but I will tell you, when you see it and hear explained and look at a mountain and see, well, that all used to be ice just 10 years ago, and now it's not. And I thought, wow, all right. I mean, it's just a very visual realization that our world is changing no matter what the realization is. So we did a lot of glacier things. Now, when you take a multi-generational trip, you have to try to keep the noisiest common denominator happy, and those would be teenagers. So what I had said to my mom, who did all the planning, active, active, active. We were exhausted by the end. So after we did the glaciers, you realize very quickly in Alaska, to get up close to anything takes a lot of work. So this is a whitewater rafting trip.
Oh my goodness.
We suited everybody up. My mom is such a trooper because we paddled the rapids. We did our own work. My husband, also a trooper, wasn't so sure he wanted to do this. It's very cold. If you fall in, there was an immediate emergency procedure. The water was 34 degrees. You'll be hypothermic in moments. But this was the goal, to get to Mendenhall Glacier. So you can do it on kayak, you can do it on whitewater raft, and when you are willing to take these adventures, you get closer. We were able to touch this glacier. To get there, though, it took not only the cruise ship, another boat ride, a bus ride, a hike, and then a canoe trip. Because apparently when we were planning, I said I wanted to touch a glacier. They were a little tired of my desire to do that, but that is an incredibly cool thing. And then there were sea lions. Everywhere you looked, they're like Labrador retrievers in the water. They bark, and there were babies, and you could see them fighting and chasing. I mean, just the cutest thing ever. So the wildlife is amazing. And the highlight of the trip, the bear.
The bear.
We got within petting distance of a bear. So we went off on an ATV. This was the day Mom went whale watching. She said she didn't want to be jiggled around in the ATV. That was probably a good choice, because teenage boys are rough. He wanted to off-road and be wild. Well, here was the payoff. Brown bears within petting distance. We were taking selfies. You're probably not supposed to get this close. The bear literally looked up to say, yeah, whatever. You don't do anything for me. But we got the shot that we were looking for. Alaska is a wonderful place. It is not easy to get to. It takes a lot of effort, but well worth it. I have never seen anything like it.
Did the kids like it?
The kids did like it. And from teenagers, if you can please a teenager, life is good. But I definitely say older kids. Teenagers and above. Nope. It's a tough trip. It really is.
Well, we missed you, but it looks like it was well worth you being
well
gone.
but
we're
nice
glad
to
you're
be
back. And we're glad to see the pictures.
Yeah,
All right.
it's fun to share.
When we come back, we're going to figure out how we can turn Dad into a rock star with Music Compound.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs right at home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call right at home.
Get the right care right at home.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Florida Studio Theater presents Always Patsy Cline, now held over due to popular demand. A tuneful and memorable tribute, Patsy Cline's rise to legendary stardom is told through the eyes of her biggest fan. Featuring such hit songs as Walkin' After Midnight, I Fall to Pieces, Crazy, and many more you know and love. Critics are calling Always Patsy Cline warm and genuine and engaging. Audiences calling it outstanding. Always Patsy Cline is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Once you get atrial fibrillation, you need to have a very close relationship with your primary doctor. Prevention is the whole ball game here, because once you have a stroke, you can't undo it. A year without stroke, it's a year that you can enjoy doing the things that you've worked all your life to finally get to do. You took care of yourself. You did what is necessary for you to be around one more year. And then next year, we'll celebrate one more year without a stroke.
I used to dread getting up and going to work.
I was done with the corporate grind. I was tired of being a starving artist.
And I started looking around for a business that I believed in, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green.
My SCORE mentor helped me take the first step.
He helped me create a business plan and helped me implement it.
They've really taught me how to think big. SCORE helped me to make the unimaginable possible, all for free. I'm here because of SCORE.
I'm here because of SCORE.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Alex from Oak and Stone. And Alex, I hear a very important celebratory day is coming up, possibly named after Joey. Tell us what Thursday is.
It certainly is an important day tomorrow. So tomorrow at Oak and Stone, we are celebrating National Bourbon Day. We're doing a really fun pairing. We're going to do a variety of bourbons that we offer at the restaurant, and then we're pairing it with one of our Griddle Burgers. So it's kind of a deal we have going on. It's a 2-ounce pour of one of our bourbons and then a Griddle Burger, and for $12.
Oh, we like that. All right, lots to learn about bourbons, and you can do it at Oak and Stone on National Bourbon Day. That's Thursday, June 14th. We're going to learn how to make one of those Griddle Burgers coming up. Linda?
Now, here's something really special for Dad for Father's Day. Put him in touch with his inner rock star. Give him the gift of music lessons. At Music Compound, Dad can learn to play the guitar, the drums, the piano, or to make digital music. And he can do it alone, or he can do it with friends, or he can do it with his kids. Joining us now is Tom Lelio. He is a client manager at Music Compound, and his 9-year-old son, Tommy. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. So, I bet dads out there are saying, oh, yeah, but it's too late for me. I missed my opportunity. So you're never too old to learn to play a guitar?
No, dads may say that, but I think there's an inner desire of all of us to be rock stars. You know, no matter what, everybody wants to be a rock star. So you can be a rock star by learning an instrument and playing it, or be a rock star cheerleader supporter by supporting music education for your kids as well.
Cool. We want to play it. We want to play.
Everybody wants to play. That's great.
Well, can you teach older people? Is it too late for me?
It's not too late. We can definitely teach. We teach adults all the way through children. And about 30% of our clients are adults.
Oh. And Tommy is one of the younger ones. You're 9, Tommy?
Yeah.
Do you like guitar?
Yeah.
Do you play with your dad?
Yeah.
So there are classes for dads and children.
Not necessarily together. They usually take private lessons, but him and I enjoy going out to Siesta Key every once in a while with our other kids. I have 5 kids, and so we go out and we perform, and it's just a lot of fun.
The whole family goes out. Garage band, which is also Dad's secret wish.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're going to put you on the spot. How good is your dad?
He's really good.
He's really good. Okay, then you can make us good.
That's the
goal. Come on, prove anybody can play. We're going to have our own band here.
Okay.
Show us what to do.
So the secret to becoming a rock star is, number 1, learning 4 basic chords. And I'm going to teach each of you the chords that you can learn.
Okay.
Number 2 is knowing the secret patterns of music, or the codes of music. If you look at 80% of popular music out there, they use 4 chords, in specific patterns. So I'm going to teach you one pattern today,
Okay.
and then if people want to learn more about it, they can come to Music Compound and we'll show more patterns as well.
Okay.
So we're going to start over here. We're going to start with the E chord.
Okay.
And the way we're going to work this is, we're going to have the open E string on the very top. Perfect.
Yep.
The next string, you're going to go fret number 2 with your middle finger.
Which I
Perfect.
got.
The next string, we're going to go fret number 2 again with the ring finger. Perfect.
Okay.
And the last string, this G string, fret number 1 with your pointer, and make sure that that's coming down on this third string, not behind.
Hold on, I gotta tilt it.
There you go.
Okay,
There
got
you go.
it.
So move it down just a wee
What
bit.
chord is Stephanie doing?
This is the E chord. So all the songs we're going to play today are in the key of E.
Does that sound right?
That does.
All
That's
right.
good. Not that I'm
Good,
surprised, but it sounds great.
All right, perfect.
All the songs we're going to do are key of E, but if you grab one of these things, this is called a capo, you can place it on your guitar, do the same shapes, and change the key according to your voice or according to your vocal range.
Wow. Okay.
What should I
Four
play now?
chords and a pattern, you're good to go. So we're going to play a modified B chord. Okay, so typically a B is like a bar chord. That can be very difficult. So we're going to go up here. Good. That's going to be perfect. And then the second string, 2 frets down. Perfect. And we're just going to play the top 2 strings.
Okay, we're going to have to get
Give it
our
a try.
performance going here.
That's fine.
Our
So go ahead
audience
with
is
the top 2
demanding
strings.
us.
You did give
And then
me a
we
little
got
hint
over
earlier,
here, we got
right?
the C sharp minor there.
Oh, I don't know if that's
That's
it.
we're gonna put
Oh,
one up there.
that's
There you
fine.
go, and then one behind there. Perfect.
There we go.
And Kelly, how you doing with your 2
I'm
finger
good. I
chord?
think
We
I'm
got
good.
the A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Let's
it's gonna
try
be
it.
simple. It's gonna be we're gonna go in a chain. 1 here, 3, 4.
We apologize in advance.
4 strums, nice and slow, and then
Okay.
we're gonna go down. So Steph, you're gonna
All
go
right,
first.
yep.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Linda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joey. 1, 2, 3, and Kelly. 1, 2.
Oh,
Good.
that wasn't so bad.
So that's the chords, that's the pattern, and Tommy and I will show you all the songs,
right.
just a few songs that you
Okay.
can
Let's go for it.
So we're gonna start over here.
Okay, ready to sing, Tommy? All right.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, let's strum. 1, 2, 3, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, we're getting the pattern. Joey, now Kelly. 1, okay, here comes the song Hey Soul Sister.
Hey, soul sister.
Linda.
Hey, that mister
Joey.
on the radio.
Good.
Stereo
Kelly, I'm
the
yours,
way.
you can sing.
Me?
I won't.
Hesitate
Linda, good.
no more, no more.
We'll do one more song just to show you. Kelly, one more. Okay, last song's Don't Stop Believin'. Don't stop believing. Linda, good. Joey, you can sing along. Hold on, Kelly. That's it. Good.
All right. I want to hear him sing.
You guys sing
I think we're holding
without
you back.
us.
We're holding you back.
Give us a
Tommy, you're
sample
really
without
good.
us.
I want to hear
Thank you.
more.
So that pattern was the 1-5-6-4 pattern. They can Google it and find it, or come to Music
great.
Compound.
Okay.
Now we're going to show you the 6-4-1-5 pattern for Tommy, one of his favorite bands, Imagine Dragons.
Okay.
Well, you guys show us what it's supposed to say.
Yes.
Okay. Waking up.
Waking up to ash and dust, wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. All systems
Music Compound
go.
offers a variety of lessons and events, even some specifically for dads. For more information, visit musiccompound.com. Next, we've got some remodeling tips for your bathroom tile.
In my bones enough to make my system flow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. After almost 100 years, Bobby Jones Golf Club is starting to fall apart. How the city of Sarasota plans to renovate the 300-acre green space. Plus, a look at Siesta Key's newest luxury condo project breaking ground today. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob.
Well, here it is once again. Isolated storms developing along the sea breeze front. We had a few west of I-75, and this one now building over Lakewood Ranch and also near Bee Ridge and I-75, just to the north of Bee Ridge. You can see near Fruitville some rainfall, but not much moving inland at this point, although this will create some outflow boundaries. And we will see some, I think, break toward the coast later on this evening around 9, 10 o'clock. But Lakewood Ranch, it's coming down pretty heavy right there near University Parkway. Some lightning strikes there. A little bit of rainfall to our south, not much. We'll have the complete details on our forecast coming up today at 5. See you then.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I heard about the Datoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Datoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Datoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The hardest part of many home renovation projects is simply figuring out where to begin and the fear of making choices that you ultimately won't like. Kate Spencer, Vice President of Purchasing at Tile Outlets of America, is back to help us conquer our fears and provide some hints on what to consider when picking things to update our home. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, we are actually using a real-life example here, Joey's home renovation project, his bathroom, which has been, by the way, going on for months.
Yes, yes. I have a few gray hairs from it. Yes. And I am not really the primary designer in the household, so I feel like I can't participate very well. But knowing that you have the designers at Tile Outlets, I'm able to start off somewhere.
So here's my question. When you're in Joey's situation and you want to get started, what should we bring to you at Tile Outlets to help you guide us down different paths?
So I think the first most important one is a color choice. Like, what is your color palette? What are, you know, a range of colors, not just one color. Usually there's a range of colors that you did, which Joey has done.
Yeah, Joey, what did you say?
So Kate asked me, okay, what do you have already to start with and that you're using for colors? So we have existing vanity and fixtures, and so we wanted to kind of stay in the, you know, black, white, gray family. So we put together, this is what we liked. So we kind of brought this to Kate as an example.
Okay.
There's our fixtures on the right, and this was the tile look that we kind of liked. We wanted to stay in this realm. You know, our home is 1950s, so we didn't want to go too modern. We wanted a bathroom that would still feel like it fit in with the home. This is our terrazzo floor that is throughout the entire house. All of the colors in our home have been kind of pulled from this terrazzo.
Okay.
We still want to cover the floor in the bathroom, but you know, the terrazzo floor will go right up against it. So we didn't want a room that looks like it doesn't fit in the rest of the house.
Good point, good point.
Yes.
Okay, so once you get that as a basis, we would say what? Start with shower walls per se.
So the next thing I think I ask the question is, what are you wanting to do? Shower walls, shower floors, or the floor in the bathroom? And that's kind of what we kind of focused on.
Okay.
Do you want wood planks on the floor? Do you want marble on the floors? and we kind of built from there. You know, and again, the shower we discussed. What looks in the showers do you want to get?
So what was your shower wall rule,
We
Joey?
said that we wanted like the look of Carrara marble, but obviously we wanted tile, which I know Tile Outlets does so well, and we wanted floor to ceiling. Tile. We did not want painted walls.
Yes.
Oh, I understand.
Now,
okay.
is that plank floors?
Yeah, so this is a wood plank floor, and that was one of Joey's recommendations, that he wanted a wood plank floor with a Carrara. So you
that's cool.
You can look at different tones that can go along with this, and this is a perfect
So
example.
let's talk
Dark
specifically
furniture.
about these walls.
Yeah, so these are all tiles that are in a Carrara look.
Yes.
So again, floor to ceiling as well. It gives you a lot of options to do the shower base of the floor and the shower itself. So, you know, this is a very standard, beautiful look. And again, stone was another option I threw in there because he said grays. So I kind of threw, here's a stone look as well. So that kind of gives you, you know, floor to ceiling stone look that, you know, goes along if you wanted to not do the
Joey,
Carrara.
I want to see your shower.
I do too. I was
still working on
I was concerned that I brought you so many specifics that there's only really going to be one option, but I'm so happy to see there's so many ways we can go with this.
Okay, now what about flooring? You had mentioned wood plank. Do you go different from the shower to the actual bathroom? How do you do that?
We did, yeah. So we wanted to make sure that we gave options in wood plank. Now this is like a shower floor done in pebbles, actually.
That's cool.
So, you know, your shower floor doesn't have to be the same as your bathroom floor, but it can be. So, and I will show you some examples of that too. So again, here's another one of a Carrara and a marble using your floor that you can actually do the whole entire floor in that. And again, you can use that as well on in your shower as well.
I love that, though.
I love
it's still
that.
a very masculine, classic look.
Marble floor. This is a marble mosaic done on the floor in the shower. Again, with, you know, not necessarily a Carrara look, but more of that white, gray kind of theme as well. Here is a wood plank that goes from the entire floor of the shower all the way into the shower. There's a linear drain in the back wall that you can barely see.
I was
so
gonna
your
say,
shower
you can't put one in
floor.
the shower. This is
You
tile.
can. You can tile it right on all the way
Kate,
through.
you forgot the drain in that one.
Important parts.
So you've talked about the tiles. We're looking at the walls, the floors, but what I love is that Tile Outlets is not just about tile because you can then work into the cabinetry even at your design center. I don't think a lot of people knew that.
No, yes, we actually offer vanities in all 3 locations.
Oh, great.
So, you know, you can also look for vanities and custom cabinets as well.
Those are
so
beautiful,
if
too.
you're
I
looking,
love
this is a
the
standard, you know, vanity that you can just come in and get. It comes with the faucets and the mirror and everything. So we have a large array of vanities that we offer as well.
How great
in
to do
different
all
looks.
the tile with you, of course, as we planned, but then to just finish the job right there with the
Finish
vanity.
the pieces, you know, and I think it's a great thing for people to know that you can come in and it's a complete shop for you to be able to do
it's got to
that.
go together.
And it's got to go together, and that was what we worked on, was what are the colors so that we make sure we pull those same looks and designs together.
Now, Joey wanted masculine bathroom. That was his big jumping off point. So you have some examples of how you can man up a bathroom and not have it feel, you know, like it isn't for the users.
Still very attractive, still very, very stylish, but still a masculine look. And and so we have, these are some of the great options.
And these are, and one of the, you know, Joey said, I want wood floors, I want Carrara bathroom. Here's a wood floor with a Carrara mosaic on the floor and shower walls. Still classy, but still, I think, masculine. Here's a black mosaic on the back. It actually has white mosaics on this white subway on the side. And again, that mosaic on the floor that was in his inspirational piece on the floor, even though he wanted wood floors, which is fine.
No, I mean, it's nice to know that there's different options.
And this is a fun bathroom that was done in actually in our Fort Myers store, and it was, you know, wood planks on the floor, again, dark gray tiles in the shower, which I think really stand out. And again, that was one of my favorites that we showed with the linear drain. Wood planks.
That's cool.
And again, taking your Carrara right up the walls. I mean, it's just stunning.
So
and
many
we can go
options.
modern as well. I know that we specifically wanted to go a little more classic, but you can take all of the same tile and combine.
And this has a you know, a light colored floor. This was featured in the A&E Sarasota Flip Wars. This is the exact bathroom in there, and that was something just taking a light. Now here's a darker wood plank on the floor, a little bit modern. We call them shutters on the wall, but it's still manly, I think, and it's kind of,
love it.
You know, just crisp.
So many great ideas, designers to help, and great inspiration in the stores. Check out Tile Outlets of America to create a custom look for any room in your home, but we do love those bathrooms. They're in Tampa, Fort Myers, right here in Sarasota on Cattleman Road, or find them online at tileoutlets.com. We'll be right back, sticking with our bathroom theme with some toilet paper fashion.
My My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score. It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach. Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch ABC7 wherever you are, on our live stream, on mysuncoast.com, on the ABC7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, dining with recipes, and My Suncoast Restaurant Guide. Visit mysuncoast.com. Click on the Apps tab to download the ABC7 My Suncoast app for Apple and Android.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to bridge the distance and keep them connected to family, home, and country? What does it take to strengthen our service members so they can be the greatest force for good in the world? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Give today at force.uso.org.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Are you following us online? You can find us all over social media. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or send us an email. You can find out how Joey got participated in some toilet paper fashions as well. We're headed to the kitchen. Stay with us.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC7, weekdays starting at 5.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight drawing some criticism on social media. Why some are concerned with a recent post on the Sheriff's Office Facebook page. In First Alert traffic right now, we're seeing some congestion as you head over the Green Bridge from Palmetto and downtown Bradenton, as well as heading west on Manatee Avenue in that same area. Now back to Bob for another look at the weather.
Scott, Lakewood Ranch right now. This was at 3 o'clock. Get a look at the time lapse. At 3 o'clock, things looked pretty nice out there, partly cloudy skies, and then all of a sudden, showers and storms really starting to fire up there. Some heavy rain falling right now. Let's go to the radar picture and show you what's going on. You can see that activity generating lightning too from University Parkway all the way up to State Road 64 near Lorraine Road. Also some pretty heavy rainfall. Rainfall rates up to about 1.5 inches per hour. Looks like we'll see this kind of meander around here for the next 15-20 minutes. Details in your forecast at 5. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
I heard about the Dettoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Datoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Welcome back. We're here with Alex from Oak and Stone with one of my favorite things on the Oak and Stone menu. What are we making?
So today I am making the infamous Griddle Burger.
So
gonna
good.
try and get it a nice flip.
All right, I'm
here,
backing
guys.
up.
Back
Backing up.
Okay, so there we go.
Nice.
Sweet. So you're gonna get a toasted bun, easily toasted from your house.
So you can really do a burger right there on the stovetop. Don't feel bad about it.
Easily.
Okay.
I know a lot of people like grilling out, but you know, if you're short on time or if you just really want to make a quick burger, you know, at home, impress last minute guests or something like that, go ahead and place it right on the bun like that.
Okay.
Yes. Then we're going to put the cheese right on top there. You can melt that on there, or you can just, we use a really nice organic cheddar blend.
You shred it. You use shredded cheese on there, huh?
Yeah, we use shredded cheddar on there. We usually typically melt it, but today we can just keep it like that if you want. And then we're gonna pile some fresh lettuce right on top as well.
Oh, it's gonna be so healthy.
Exactly.
Good theory, Linda.
And we like, you know, we like a little height on our burgers. So that's
Yes.
always our
Yum.
goal, just to be visually appealing. You like to impress all those guests that come in. And
Well, there's nothing better than crispy onion straws.
exactly.
Yeah.
And these are easy to make at home. You can also kind of recreate those.
And what's the sauce that you have here?
So this is actually our secret special sauce.
Oh, she's not gonna tell you.
I will give you a little clue. It is Thousand Island based. There's a little bit of lots of flavor, a little bit of spice, a little bit, a little bit of a Dijon taste there. Then we're just gonna spread that right on top of the bun.
Wow.
Well, that looks delicious.
I love layers of flavor on
Me
a
too.
burger.
How do you eat that?
Well, funny you should ask, Linda. We're going to have you give it a try. So I love the fact that Dad is all about a great burger. So Oak and Stone giving us one way to recreate that great burger. I know you have other griddle burgers on the menu, but tell us what you're doing for Father's Day.
So Father's Day, last year we did a really awesome promotion called 40 Ounces to Freedom. We're actually going to recreate that this year. 40 ounces is equal to about 2 1/4 beers. Any dad that wants to come in and enjoy on Father's Day, you can come in, we'll give you a card, and you can enjoy that 40 ounces of beer on us. Come in with your kids, come in with your wife, come in with your family, you know, come in with your dog, whatever you want to do.
Very generous.
We're very animal friendly there. But yeah, it's a great time. It really gets us out in the community. We love it. It's a really good time.
All right, great place to celebrate Father's Day, and Oak and Stone helping you celebrate. Linda Linda asked how you eat this, and I'd like to see you give it a try. So I cut it into quarters.
There you go.
Okay,
grab it.
Try. Come on, Kelly, you're
See how it goes. Yep, you can do it. Kelly's going for the pickle.
Don't forget our house pickle.
The difference between
Come on, dig in, dig in. Oh, see, that's how you do it. No problem whatsoever. All right, Oakenstone doing lots of great things, whether we're celebrating National Bourbon Day with them, which, by the way, is Thursday, and they've got some specials for that as well, or celebrating Father's Day this upcoming weekend. Enjoy the beer wall, enjoy the great food, and Linda, don't hog the burgers.
Yeah,
pass them down.
I'm gonna take it.
See, there we go. Everybody's digging in.
Thanks, Alex.
All right,
You're welcome.
Alex, great to have you here. Great
Thank
to have you with us as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to enjoy the Suncoast view.